I'm trying to look to see if there is a fence, and I can't. Man, I don't see anything. It isn't so much a fence, it seems to be just a drop, big drop. Very large, too large to do. In fact, I have to go here. I think I chose to do that, but else I'll be pretty stuck.
Tell me again the little things you love about me. Tell me to say them out loud. Tell me to close my eyes again. Take a breath and count to 10. I love you just comes out. Maybe it's the way you choose to look when I say look away. Maybe your hand on your face. But this is a big thing, from love into rings we have.
We can go for the drop over there. As I was saying, it's not property fence. This is just a different type.
Tell me again, it's okay. We'll work it out day by day. You kiss me, I smile.
I hate this bag so much. I hate this bag
to change, resist it all or stay the same.
Please.
As time goes by, we'll miss a flight. If we don't see the little things we can dream.
Oh no, you're jumping this. You see, this is actually, if there is an access point, we can go back to a street. This is not property fence. And this is just still trying to keep the dumbest type of criminal away. Since I'm not a criminal, not dumb.
We couldn't change a thing. We'll have our laughs, but we'll need the tears to make us sing.
Good. That's what I'm showing to you. How it won't load any quality, you can distinguish things, but that is street view. The street view is good enough.
Tell us again your tales today. Don't let us sleep or make us pray. You're perfect. And now turn our hair from brown to gray. We'll give you all we have, but hey, you're worth it.
Let's see if I can get to this street from the other side.
You'll grow big,
Because if you can, yeah, you can
don't blink your eyes. We gave you life, but could you
and it seems like yes.
give us more time? And just stay.
But I want to point out the criminal stopping the phone from loading.
Stay just stay
Keep doing it, baby. Now you stay upside down. I'm gonna do the truck for them for me. Keep doing it, baby. Wow. Because the map will load. Inequality capable enough to see. So.
They're little.
What is the second sign of drugs other than the things in my nose?
Birds that are singing in the spring air.
No, the answer to that.
Giving everything they need.
They're made of. But who are they?
They don't worry where their next meal will come from. They don't worry about a thing. So just look around you, Try to listen to the song creation sings. Don't you worry, 'cause you're in the hands of the God who made everything. See the flowers in their colorful beauty. They're dressed better than a king. They don't worry about what they should wear.
That's why we should
They don't worry about a thing. So
So,
just look around
close
you.
this.
Try to listen to the song creation sings. Don't you worry, 'cause you're in the hands of the God who made everything. Because you're not a bird and you're not a flower. You don't have petals or wings.
That's a huge
There
drop.
is good news, you're worth
I want
so
you to also
much
remember
more
to see
to
this
the
picture.
God who made everything.
It stays as a huge drop all the way through. Over there you see. So I thought that it was viable, but not for that side. It is viable, but you have to go all the way
So
around.
when you worry
So we'll go
about
this way.
today or
Walk
tomorrow
all the way back
and
to
the
here,
storms that they might bring,
and then go through the
try
street.
to remember that you're in the hands of the God who made every single thing.
Let me say, oh,
Just
can you?
remember, you're not a bird and you're not a flower. You don't have petals.
Oh,
or
by the way, this
wings.
sick fucking thing from the criminals, which is why we realized that instead of listening to any of that, we're gonna listen to ourselves. I just wanted to get more on track already when I don't need to be doing too much choices. Because the issue is I don't think you can pass through this. It is true. It's going through the same fence type we went there, except going downwards. Alright, I have some wire cutters here. Breaking technique. Please stun me. Yeah. This is why, by the way, so if you have any point in the future comes to you as simple as of the question, the simple as the question, why would you go to a place you know they're gonna throw things at you? Because this is what happens when you don't, when you go to a new one. This is what can always happen when you go to a new one instead. That's playing the wrong force of the place in the bad. If my life is miserable as possible, that will help you out. So, let's stop this and shit on that. Theoretically, it's possible. It's very difficult. The drop isn't as large as I thought initially. That's for water anyway. Not for people. So it won't be any opening there. So long as there is an opening, and you can see the openings on the other side. Huh? What's the fence? Yeah, I don't have to climb all the way this way back. So we can essentially just quarter around the houses and come in for that side. If those things updated, they are from 2024. Oh, can you just climb? What a fucking nightmare. And that's not nearly as much of a nightmare as there is. Carry that through if it was just me and Chip. This would be anything. Or if it was a normal backpack, also. Yeah, at least you can throw it through. That is flat, right? If that's flat, I think that's the sign of the Lord. That is flattish. Try to remove this. Yeah. So just fucking green sheets makes me think is there. Just drop it. Drop. Yeah, it's gonna be very easy, yeah? Very easy. Well, let me see if we have an actual path out, because last thing I want is to be stuck inside here. See if we can pass. Oh, there's me. Shut up, losing it. You say, why don't you just go elsewhere? Because it's such a long distance to go around. Again, going around those fucking stupid ass fences. Deixa eu ver, Deusinho. Tira a plantinha do caminho. We want to go that way. We're going to take advantage of the wind. I don't want to go that way. We're going to go that way. Then staying the highway is not an option because of the sun and because of the rest, and because of the gigantic climb and drop over there. But we need to see if we can come back. We have to go around. That is responsible. I can realistically see me getting stuck going through here and then not being able to come back and being stuck there and it's all sorts of hell. She doesn't give a break. She's annoying as fuck. Not annoying as this, though. What is it? Dumbest type of criminal. That's what I'm saying. This is not property fence. That's the same fence you saw on the other side. There's not one property. That is just the neighborhood, the entire thing. Likely for some bum not to jump from the street. Which caused the question, why did the bums just don't go around? Yeah. About the dumbest type of criminal. Getting used to it. Off no matter what. down. Following you. Back down, guys. It's still gonna be the fence, the fence doesn't end there. Even if it drop here, it's still gonna be the fucking fence there. Well, it was a good idea not to go there. All the way around. The trees are happy moving in the wind. I just wanted to be there. I should have stayed in the other side, but I stand by my decision. A better option if none of those. Let's get moving. Trying to take what corners is pause most of that. Yeah, that it turn around. And also posting around. Remember what I said earlier about trying not to look too threatening going to the housing. Fucking dumbass. It's the fact that you saw the fucking gaslighting and the effect it has on me. So, again. Quite literally there. So if you don't know how, see that? See the old gigantic open lawn? Yeah. That way. Right away. No fences either side. So we go around, come through there, pass through here, we out there on that side. Oh, you wanted to know who's this actually? I should have had them jump the fucking fence. But that explains to you very clearly my point. So every time you see me saying something like, oh, I could just go this, or I could just go there, or it's this or that, the reason is pretty straightforward. Oh, by the way, also the lack of the fence, that proves the very thing that I was talking about. This is not private property, it's just the city doing that for some goddamn reason. You can just easily go around when you get there. So, it's like on the other side. And then fucking narcotics on me again. The same stretch as I had to sit down the other time. Should have jumped that place. Almost did. What I was thinking was many things, including the chance of getting stuck, and then having to go around, and then moving forward, to get out, realize there is no way out that way, having to drag this accursed thing in my back, the entire way back. They're throwing a lot of narcotics in here, maybe the exhaustion drugs. So apparently, according to the criminals, the backpack got heavier here when we were going, got lighter once I passed this stretch, then got heavier again when I'm coming back, then it's gonna get lighter again when I pass this stretch. So it's a mess that when it gets heavier here, it's not them throwing drugs from this place in particular. Cool, right? This is that's stupid. And the wind's blowing from the back. It is not that. I will have to set my fucking thing down now. Because it's too heavy on me. I should have jumped the fucking thing. It's just everything that I was thinking there just looked difficult to me. That's the place where I sat down. Okay, this is the shiny things in the banana. Remember those? Like it to be another police. goes to the front most of the box, so the box tips all the way over to the front instead of laying alongside the box and go to sleep. As I'm carefully caring for her. And there was obviously also the component of me being concerned that I was actually somehow breaking into a property, because the issue is that if I couldn't find a way out, then I don't know if I would be able to come back from that place. As a matter of fact, it's very clear to me that I wouldn't be able to come out from that place, which means that unless I knew for sure there was a way out, I would have to talk to someone, and I didn't want to go for that. That was the main part for me. The idea that, yeah, if I find and if it's fine, then we're fine. But also I didn't believe that there was a fence here, and there is. So if we're not fine, then we're really fucked. And dealing with that was what made me opt for this. On the ground. Every time you're like, no, over the corner is gonna be a better place to sit down than this. Never fucking is. Jesus Christ, the bag never stays. It's always tipping over. It's so fucking huge. It's so fucking huge, and there's so much drugs on me. They throw so much drugs on me. You really, really, really need to investigate how the fuck did the good people at this place get access to so much narcotics. In a country that heavily relies on tourism, and those narcotics might originally be meant for a different country, your country, might really have more vested interest in that. Christ. Never stays. Why? When I say things like minor decisions, minor changes, particularly if I don't know where I'm going to and how that's going to go, and how that's going to happen, I prefer to stay, because mistakes are not just big mistakes. The fact that narcotics is everything. What is bothering me here is not the back. The backpack is heavy here. It got heavier. I just got tired, and less tired, and then tired again. Whenever I'm passing through the areas and they release the drugs, that doesn't know how reality works. The only difference is the narcotics that they throw on me. So a minor mistake becomes a huge deal. A bad decision becomes a life or death situation. And that's why many times I settle down for what I have and try to just tank it up and bulk it up and do it myself there, then try to just look for another place. Because rarely you improve the situation. Frequently it makes it much more difficult. And ultimately, you know what those things just so much of them. Not put the fucking truck stop there. But you understand why I stopped fixing this. So, save this.